Western Washington, U.S., December 10th, 2025. Western Washington braced for what the National Weather Service in Seattle called catastrophic conditions Wednesday as an atmospheric river drenched the state. The NWS forecasted major flooding for 17 rivers as rain persisted across the region. Parts of northwest Oregon were also affected, with flood warnings in place for several rivers. Governor Bob Ferguson declared a statewide emergency in response to the intense flooding. Several impacted counties also issued evacuation orders Wednesday afternoon. In Skagit County, about 60 miles north of Seattle, officials ordered residents of the city of Mount Vernon and upriver communities of Hamilton, Rockport, Marblemount, and Concrete to evacuate to high ground as soon as possible, the governor said. The county said all residents living in the 100-year floodplain would likely receive an evacuation notice Wednesday. Eastside Fire and Rescue, which services neighboring King County, posted on X that they assisted with water rescues on Wednesday as flooding and a landslide impacted residents.
Здесь уже прорвало, потекло уже. Беда.
It has been a mad scramble in Kent and Auburn all afternoon, after the Green River jumped its banks near the West Valley Highway. Down the street, closer to the Kent-Des Moines Road, Kent Public Works crews were frantic as well, trying to build a temporary wall adjacent to the river. It was lapping up at a bridge abutment and apartment complex. He said he's lived there for 15 years, spent much of his childhood there, and has never seen the water that high. Multiple family members were driving through and trying to fortify the home, as the water continued to rise.
Let's get it on. Yes, sir.
As of Wednesday afternoon, December 10th, the city of Auburn was reporting multiple road closures due to flooding from the Green River and White River. Affected roads included Green River Road, D Street NE, South 277th Street. Low-lying properties along Green River Road, from Brannan Park South to Auburn Black Diamond Road, were especially vulnerable to the rising waters, according to the city. The Army Corps of Engineers is also doing controlled releases of the Howard Hanson Dam alongside helping with sandbags on the White River and Green River.
Hey guys, it's Half Money reporting live down here in Auburn.
Really?
It was on the same time.
I don't know.
I feel like
It's crazy.
Amtrak said trains are suspended between Seattle and Vancouver on Thursday and Friday due to the level of the Skagit River. A massive atmospheric river has drenched western Washington, flooding rivers and knocking out power for more than 30,000 homes. This includes areas of Kitsap, Pierce, King, Snohomish, and Thurston counties.
Look at at this river. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Now it's flowing like a whole ass river right here.
Several western Washington rivers will crest a second time to major flood stage on Thursday. While rain will lighten up considerably, showers will still be falling across western Washington. The Skagit, Snohomish, Cedar, and Elwha rivers could reach record-high crests. The Skagit River is expected to crest at roughly 47 feet in the mountain town of Concrete early Thursday, and roughly 41 feet in Mount Vernon early Friday. Those are both record-setting forecasts by several feet, Skagit County officials said. Izell said levees on the Skagit and other rivers could be overtopped, as well as a flood wall in Arlington. The Weather Service warned of catastrophic flooding impacts along the Skagit and Snohomish rivers through Thursday. Rising floodwaters on Wednesday prompted varying levels of evacuation orders in Ording and Pierce County, parts of Skagit County and Ebby Island between Everett and Lake Stevens. And washouts have closed many roads. A slew of major routes and local roads are experiencing closures. The emergency declaration will give the state the chance to seek federal funds in response to the flooding. Ferguson described the federal declaration as critical and said it would help to unlock potentially life-saving resources for the state. The State Emergency Operations Center at Camp Murray has been activated to its highest level to help coordinate state assistance for the flooding. 4 swift water rescue teams are being mobilized to aid in response efforts. The ocean crossing storms known as atmospheric rivers are nothing new. They're a major source of moisture up and down the west coast every winter. But climate scientists expect them to grow more powerful, arrive more frequently, and last longer as Earth's climate keeps warming. The severity of the flooding was exacerbated by the fact that 2 atmospheric rivers swamped the region one right after the other.
This is awesome. I saw him over. Going under the bridge. You see that side's completely flooded too. This is the freeway.
Washington state climatologist Guillaume Mauger said neither of this week's atmospheric rivers delivered record-breaking amounts of rain, but 2 arriving back-to-back has overwhelmed the region's rivers and offered a sneak peek into our warmer future. The science is clear that floods are going to become larger and more frequent in the future, Mauger said. He said extreme, formerly once-a-century floods on the Skagit River could arrive 4 times more often as soon as the 2040s.
Oh my god, look at this flooding. Look at that. And then look at this side.